For those of you who weren't in the chat before, this is my dad. I want Dad to explain a little bit, tell the story of 1954, how all this started.
1954, I graduated from high school. Went to work for Vending International, Cardinal Vending. They changed 4 different names or 5 different names. They had the steel mill and the egg plant and all that. But anyway, I was out the Pepsi-Cola plant. And that's when candy bars were a nickel then. So I had about 80 cents laying there on the table. I was counting it out, going to put it in the bag. And guy said, hey, would you mind if I look through them? And I said, no, I don't mind it. So he went through and he picked 3 out. And I said, what's this? He said, I'm a coin collector. I said, well, what about this nickel one there? He said, this is worth, it's a 38S. So this is worth 35 cents. And he said, there's a 50D in here. And it's worth maybe 65, 75 cents. And I thought, well, so anyway, that's how it got me started.
50D.
So
50D
Jefferson
nickel.
My lens, all these nickels I'm counting every day. I've got 65 machines to go through. And I thought, I can make more doing this than I can on my wages. And so that's the way I got started. And then I had 3 or 4 coin shops, but I never quit my job. So, I always worked like Cardinal Vending, Harvest and Walker Brickyard, Lucasville Penitentiary as a correction officer, 20 years, Distal Construction, Ringwall Construction, Loftus Construction, Albert Supermarket after school hours.
See how much you have to work when you live till 90?
I started I was 8 years old. I had a Victory Garden.
I honestly think that this business thing started before 1954, before that 50D nickel, because in high school, you were in shop class.
Yeah.
And the teacher said that this just isn't for you. And that.
Yes, I was in.
Scrubby
Moore
really
was
started.
A school teacher. And after 3 weeks, he come to me, put his hand on my shoulder and said, Don, I'm not running you down, nothing like that. But he said, I don't think this workshop's for you. He said, you need to go up to the other shop up there. They've got a salesman's.
Like business classes.
And he said, now you can stay. It's okay. But he said, I'm just giving you some advice. Whatever you want to do, you go ahead and do it. I said, well, I think I'll take your advice and go up there. Because I was having trouble reading the rule. You carpenters knows what that is.
Yeah, so basically he just wasn't doing very well in the shop class, just the carpentry stuff. So He went up to the business and did really well up in that business. And I guarantee you that set the stage for when he did finally get into this. And he instilled that in me because that's all I remember growing up was selling things to make a little bit of money. It didn't matter whether it was night callers or minnows or stamps or marbles or coins or watches or jewelry or scrap. That's something we did all my life. So he instilled that. That is the reason why. I think that's when it really started. And then getting introduced to the 50D nickel and change, that was another thing. So
there's the most important thing though was 1960 when I met God. That's the most important thing.
Yes.
And I'm satisfied what God's got for me. And I'm 90 and I'm happy.
Still kicking.
Happy and
still fishing and
I'm
still
just,
working at a coin shop. How could you how could you have anything better?
I guess it's a good life.
Very blessed to still have of my dad and my mom.
Yes.
Here. Thanks, Dad.
Have a good day and a better tomorrow.
That's my dad. Love him very much. Been a good dad. We've had a really good life together. And I appreciate you guys. Okay. Thank you all. Appreciate it. Appreciate all the good vibes. So, everybody, have a great day.